Hello everyone. I had to imagine some of you probably saw this coming. But if you didn't, surprise! We're playing XCOM 2. The first one was a rather important video in the overall history of my channel. It was really kind of the first thing I did. If I may wax historical for a second, at least with regard to my own life, I really kind of started doing YouTube videos out of a desire to show people the XCOM playthrough where I was naming all these characters after them. So we're kind of back where it all started. I have played a great deal of the game on my own for my personal campaign, so I've made some decent progress into it. So, here are the things that I have learned about XCOM 2, at least as far as they are relevant to this playthrough. 1. This is a much more difficult game. I don't know if it's just because I have more experience with the other one or not, but this one is really hard to play on Iron Man. Because the normal difficulty of this version of the game is pretty rough compared to the normal difficulty of Enemy Unknown, Enemy Within. I would not say it's as hard as something like The Long War, which I never played, but you may have heard of it. It was a fairly well-known mod for the original XCOM. By the original XCOM, I do not mean the original, which was made in the 90s. I mean the reimagining, the reboot. The original reboot version. XCOM, Enemy Unknown, and Enemy Within. But there was a pretty well-known mod for that called The Long War, which made it a lot harder. I would not say this is as hard as The Long War, but it does take a lot of things from The Long War. With regard to mostly quality of life changes, like there's a lot of new items and stuff that they kind of borrowed from the Long War creators, so that's kind of cool. But anyway, this is what we're going to do with regard to this playthrough. I am going to name characters once they become squaddies. So once they acquire a rank, I will give them a name. I will try to do that based on certain parameters, like I will try to pull from memory from the previous games to give names on a first priority basis. I do have one in particular I know I'm going to give to a particular class. Because that's the person who bought me the game, so they get what they want. That's how this works. But with regard to pretty much all the other classes, I'm just gonna pull names from memory. If you want a character named after you, feel free to speak up. I will try to consider that as I'm going through characters and naming them. I'm a little worried that people will die early on, and I'll kind of have to go through the first group of characters, the first group of names, and not really finish the game with them because unfortunately they will die. I'm really hoping that's not going to happen. But we are going to try to play on Iron Man. So if we go down here to New Game, you'll see we're going to be on Veteran. We are going to reduce beginner voiceovers, and we're not going to do the tutorial. We're going to show subtitles. And we are going to go ahead and start game. Can I not turn on Iron Man yet? I might be able to turn it on after I click this, but I don't want to click this yet in case it just starts the game. So we are going to try and play on Iron Man. Now, if I get to the point where I'm pretty much going to lose on Iron Man, then what we're going to do is we're going to restart the playthrough and we're going to play not on Iron Man. And what we're going to do is I'm going to set like, there's something you can do, like a self-imposed rule set you can play with called Bronze Man, which allows you to restart 3 times a given mission, I think. You can restart it. You can restart missions up to 3 times. After that, you have to stick with what you have. So if I don't manage to succeed on Iron Man, then I will restart the playthrough as Bronze Man. If I screw up on Bronze Man, then we're just going to play through and I'm just going to save scum. Because at that point, I'm probably going to be so frustrated that I will just be like, you know what, screw it. I don't even care anymore. That's kind of the point I got to with my personal playthrough. I got so sick of I got so sick of certain aspects of the game screwing me over that I decided, no, I'm just reloading all the time now. It makes me too angry to lose people. That's probably not the best way to play, but we're gonna... You guys can keep me honest on this one. We're gonna try Iron Man first, so let's go ahead and start game, see if it gives us the option to do Iron Man. If not, enjoy the opening cutscene if there is one. Okay, it does give us the option to enable Iron Man. Enable Iron Man mode. In an Iron Man game, your progress is saved automatically, meaning every choice you make is final. Iron Man mode is the ultimate XCOM experience. It is recommended for experienced players only. And they actually mean it this time, unlike in the previous game, where I felt like you could still get away with being Iron Man. I played on Iron Man in my very first playthrough of Enemy Unknown, and I lost a lot of people, but I finished it. I was able to finish it, so we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I have a pretty good knowledge of what to do, so I feel good about it. I feel good about it, guys. I think we're gonna make it. I think you're gonna make it, because you'll be on the ground. I'm staying back at the base. Like, I'm just the commander. You're gonna be the ones whose lives are in danger, and I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure you all make it back alive. I can't guarantee 100% that you will all survive, but I can guarantee we will leave no one behind. If you've seen We Were Soldiers, you might understand where I got that. Anyway, we're going to start.
Excitement continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by fringe elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate the benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yet these trivial actions could never break the bond between humanity and the Elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
The Advent administration reminds you to report all suspicious activity to your nearest peacekeeper. Only together can we build a better tomorrow.
Approaching position. You were right. They've definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep gate crasher.
60 seconds. Now.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn.
It's time the aliens and the rest of the Advent administration learn that we can hit them where it hurts. So we're moving into the city center to strike a high-profile target. Deploy and approach the designated position. Neutralize any hostile contacts and secure the site.
Okay, so a few things. First off, you may notice some slight hiccups in performance. This is probably towards the higher end of... what am I trying to say? This is probably closer to the higher end of my computer's ability to process, play the video games. Let's put it that way. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry. I'm floundering. But it might not look so great. This is my first real attempt to try recording XCOM 2. We're going to see how it comes out. I can't really promise that it's going to look great, but I'm going to give it a try if nothing else. Another thing. That man, the Mr. Deep Voice, that's Central from the first game. Yeah. That's you know, the Mr. like ribbed sweater. Yeah, that's him. I don't know what happened, because this happens 20 years after the initial, after the original game. You might have noticed something else that's a little different, but I'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, this is 20 years after the original game. I don't know what happened to Central. I'm guessing he got slashed across the throat or something. So now he has gravel voice, or like they took a bottle brush and stuck it down his throat and made him sound like Yosemite Sam all of a sudden. Okay, not Yosemite Sam, but you know what I mean. His voice has gotten considerably deeper. And then to my knowledge, they have not explained that. There's probably a throwaway conversation they have at some point that explains why his voice changed, but I have not gotten that throwaway conversation, so as far as I know, his voice just up and changed. Another thing. You might have noticed that the aliens apparently seem to control the Earth, even though last time we beat them. I guess that was just the first wave, and then like 8 million others came in, and we were kind of hopelessly outnumbered, and we lost, so that kind of sucks, but what can you do? We lost the war, and it kind of makes for a more interesting second game anyway, to have you sort of be this guerrilla organization that has to work against the aliens from the shadows. So I like the twist that it puts on it, and you'll probably see in these early missions how that's sort of represented by the fact that you are so screwed. But we'll get to that. One more thing. This game actually has a character pool. So a few of the characters that you see here are actually characters that I already created. And they are going to have names which you will probably recognize. There is one exception where I'm gonna make one exception here. Depending on which one gets a particular class, I may have to change them. But we'll have to see what ultimately happens there. Because I promised a particular class to a person, and I am giving them that class, even if I have to change genders, nationalities, entire timelines. I am giving them that class. But everybody else I'll try to keep the same. I'm generally going to try to do that as well if I get like a particular gender or something like that. If I get a particular nationality that was associated with a character, I will try and use their name. I don't know if I'm going to remember all this, so bear with me, but that's what we're going to be trying to do. Okay, I think you've probably heard me drone on long enough. You probably want to see the game. Let's do it. We're going to Chicago, folks.
Menace 1-5. We have a fix on the target. Move to place the X4 charges at the designated position.
Okay, so first thing I should point out, you might notice that we all just got some sort of concealed thing. Most missions in this game, you are going to start out stealthed. So it kind of allows you to set up ambushes. In particular, Overwatch ambushes are very useful. So that's another difference from the original XCOM. There's one class in particular, the Ranger, that can take very good advantage of stealth. They get a bunch of features that allow them to stay stealthed longer, go into stealth even when the rest of the team has already gone loud, as the term would be. But none of that's, not a whole lot of that's really important right now, so. Just suffice it to say that we are concealed for the moment, and we will not have to reveal ourselves until we do something that makes noise, or run into a square that has a red marker like this. Like, you'll see this move over here indicates that it has a red marker. That means because I'm going through this window, I'm making noise, and that reveals us, so. I do not want to do that right now. Okay, so you might have noticed, this is Joanna Aring. She is a sniper in my other game. She's kind of my gunslinger sniper. So we'll have to see what happens with her in terms of what class she ends up getting. I'm not sure which one it'll be, but we'll find out. We also have Jordan Patterson. He is not a character of my own creation. So we'll put him right here. He goes on Overwatch. Alexandra Golubeva is going to go over here. She is also not a character of my creation. Okay, we got some Advent.
These guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well-equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
So yeah, we now have some Advent to fight. And I think what we're going to do, you might notice another named character here. This is Salvador Morales. We'll not get him there. Alright, we've already made a mistake. That was not the move I wanted to do. Alright, so the Advent are over here, so we kind of need to adjust our fire positions accordingly. I don't like leaving people out of cover. Why don't you go here?
I'm all over it.
See if you spot anything. You shouldn't, because you're not going too much further than the other guy's point of view, but yeah. Okay, so we can probably get up on the roof and do some pretty good damage from there. We'll have a height advantage, so let's go on up on the roof. Don't walk into that side of line of sight. Good. Okay, Jordan, you're going to stay down on the ground, I think. Okay. Go ahead and overwatch in case these guys move. Alright, Sal, I want you to get as far over here as you can. So go where that pigeon is. Go disturb the pigeon. Go ahead and climb up there, climb up there. Just like in the original XCOM, the XCOM soldiers are amazing climbers. Like, really good. Unjustifiably good. It's kind of creepy, actually. And I'm disturbed by how good of climbers they are. They really shouldn't be that good, but for some reason they are. Okay, Joe, get on up here. I thought she saw another pod for a minute, and I was going to freak out a little bit. She is in the right position. Okay. Let's move you up here. I don't believe they have vision on the roof, so we're good. Okay. Go ahead and overwatch. Where do I want you? I'm almost thinking you should get on the roof too. But I think this is probably the best spot for you. Okay, now I want to check, because the best way to open up any fights, especially early on, is with frag grenades. If you frag out at the start of the fight, you have a much better opportunity to take them down. In fact, a grenade would probably kill all three of these, so that might almost be a waste of experience. We might just want to set up some kind of really nasty Overwatch trap here. Okay, so you probably have the best shot, so why don't we Overwatch you? And what kind of shot do you have? A 70 and a 67. 69 and a 67. Can anybody really get a grenade on multiple targets? You can, but at the same time, I don't know if I really want to waste a grenade here. Alright. Go ahead and put you on Overwatch. Let's go up to the roof. You go on Overwatch. And we'll go ahead and put Sal on Overwatch. And... can I get a grenade? Not really. I can get two. I can't get one. I can't get multiples. In fact, I don't even know if I can get two, actually. There's one spot where I can do it. Right there. You know what? I think it's worth it. Let's open up with a grenade. Let's do it. Have fun! Okay, those two are dead. Did she just get 2 promotions? That would be hilarious if she did. Okay, now he's gonna run, and we have 3 overwatches, so he should be dead meat. That's a miss. And you should have had one of the better shots, so that's kind of surprising. And there we go. Russian lady cleaned it up. Fantastic. And she got a promotion. That must have been why I got the 2 promotion notices, because she got one too. Okay. Move up here. Alright, we do have enemies, and they immediately react to us now. So...
The Advent officers seem more capable than the grunts. We're not sure whether
I need to get you into full cover.
Stricter mind control.
I also need to get Jordan up, so... Does anyone else... Okay, everybody still has turns. Okay. I feel like... I probably want to move him, like, here. And see if he can get a grenade far enough to disturb them. Huh. Wow. You have a hell of an arm, sir. Yeah, I'm thinking this guy, if you can actually throw it that far, which I kind of doubt, I'm thinking we do this. Yeah, okay, never mind, it's broken. Sometimes the grenade breaks. I don't really understand why yet, but sometimes it breaks and it won't really be able to actually be thrown that far. Okay, you don't have sight from up there, so take off down the roof. And please don't pop anything else, because we're not in a great position right now. Okay. You have a shot. It's not a fantastic one, though. And you are probably in a good position to get flanked if we're not careful, so... Gotta be a little careful here. Okay.
That's affirmative.
You go here. You have a 46%. I'm thinking we take that. Alright, we got it. So one of them is dead. The only one that pretty much any of my other people could hit. And Joe is not in ideal cover, so I'm going to move Joe over here.
On my way.
Don't trigger anything else. Okay. Now everyone is in full cover. We're going to go Overwatch with you. And we have probably played the odds in our favor.
We know where they are.
We have probably played the odds in our favor as best we can. The only person I'm really worried about is Russian lady, because she's a little flanked. Oh, that's not great. That's 3 damage right there. Okay, so we need to get some damage out here. You need better cover, first of all. So you're going to move up here. And you have a flanking shot on that guy. I might want to take advantage of that. Let's see where Sal can get, though. Okay, we need to be a little more aggressive on this guy because we need to get a grenade on him. The Advent officers are a real pain in the ass, so I do not want him in a position to screw me over. So let's see if we can blow up his cover here. Probably not. Probably going to take another grenade. But that did do some significant damage. Can you get a grenade over there? I don't know if that's getting him. Let me turn the camera. He's so freaking shrouded in smoke I can't even tell. I think that gets him. And I really want him to die. So that might be our move with him. But let's check everybody else first. Where are you going, camera? Get back here. I didn't tell you to go all the way over there. Alright. I believe if you go here, you have a flanking shot on him.
I'm on the move.
Let's find out. Yes, you do. Why don't you take it? 2 out of 3 chance. Okay, he's dead. Fantastical.
Hostile neutralized.
Promotion earned. Okay. You already threw a grenade. So, why don't you... Okay, I want to turn the camera again.
Get ready for
No.
a surprise.
Oh, shit. Really? Well, that might have just killed someone. Okay. Can Joe get into a position for a shot?
That's affirmative.
That's our only hope now. Nope. Alright, go to Overwatch. At least you're out of his sight, and he's on fire. Oh god. Ah. This is a terrible first mission. It would have been fine though if that grenade had, if my stupid mouse had not fucked me over there. Like, I was ready to nail that guy with a grenade, and my mouse just decided, nope, we're not doing that today.
Moving on target.
Okay, do you have a shot? Not really. Just grenade him then. We gotta get the kill. Cannot let him live any longer. Okay. Now he's dead.
Area is secure. We're not picking up any inbound contacts.
Okay, Joe?
Scanners are clear. Menace 1-5, we have a limited window to act before Advent responds. We need to get those charges planted on the double.
Plant the explosives.
Menace 1-5, rendezvous at the extraction point.
Okay.
Status confirmed. Squad is clear. Detonating charge.
So we blew up their little statue. 2 soldiers wounded, that's not great. Alright. Well, that was not a very good first mission. But, I guess that's what happens. We should have only had 1 person get injured there. Shouldn't have had 2. That's kind of hard to swallow. But there's nothing we can do. Just gotta eat it. Okay. Wounded and gravely wounded. Well, we'll have to settle.
The Ranger serves as our primary reconnaissance unit, capable of moving independently in concealment while engaging enemies at close range.
Interesting. Joe is apparently the Ranger this time. I think we might let that stand. I'm not going to get her back for 6 days anyway. Morales is the Grenadier. We're definitely going to let that stand.
Serving as our demolitions
That's
experts,
classic Salvador right there.
Ordnance delivery whenever and wherever we need it.
So Sal will be our Grenadier. Golubeva is our Specialist.
Operating some of our most advanced equipment, specialists deploy robotic drones on the battlefield that can be outfitted for combat or field medic duty.
Okay. That means you are the sharpshooter.
Just like it sounds, our sharpshooters engage enemy targets with pinpoint accuracy from extreme range. They're also trained in pistol marksmanship for the occasional close encounter.
Okay, well. There's our first squad. We're going to be missing 2 members of it, unfortunately.
Commander, to the research labs.
Impressive, isn't it? Capable of generating immense power, yet completely harmless to human life. If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology, Commander. Dr. Richard Tigan, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as it is. I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we found something while removing you from the alien stasis suit. A device implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent, I would already know the precise nature of its function. However, given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out. Which brings to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man. were you to direct additional support personnel and resources to me, I could substantially improve the speed of all our research. Farewell, Commander.
Farewell, new Dr. Valen. Okay, so this is our research place, and we're gonna start off with modular weapons. You either want to start with modular weapons or hybrid materials. I tend to favor modular weapons to get mag rifles and then go for the armor. So that's what I'm gonna do.
I do find that area of research to be among the more intriguing options available. We'll begin work immediately. I'll send word when a complete report is available.
Now, in the tutorial, they actually explain a little bit more about what that whole scene that just went on. Because what the tutorial is the tutorial is the other side of that cutscene that you guys saw at the beginning. It's Central and that woman with the ponytail going in to rescue basically the commander, so me in this case. And they pull you out of this weird tank and you have the suit on and they have to pull that thing out of your head, and it just kind of extrapolates from there. I'm pretty sure the story explains the rest of it, but that's basically all the real catch-up you need. Is the commander was kidnapped by the aliens, stuck in a vat somewhere, or like a tube, like a test tube. They rescued him, and now he's back with XCOM, who has this secret ship which is called the Avenger, which is not at all a reference to the helicarrier from the Avengers, because it looks nothing like it. Nudge,
I started
nudge.
to wonder how the Advent administration views our current band of renegades. Do they see us as an actual threat, or more of a nuisance?
Right now, we are a straight-up nuisance.
Okay, reworked your repulsors with some of the parts I salvaged from their old engine. Should fix that stabilization problem you had. Come on, Rover. It'll work. Commander! Getting our tech to talk to theirs is harder than you'd think. Lily Shen, Chief Engineer, at your service. You were probably expecting to see my father. In all that's happened, I'm guessing Central didn't tell you yet. He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life's work. I know he would have loved to show you around the place himself. He used to talk about you a lot. You can be sure I'm ready to finish what he started. Might not look it, but from here, I can fabricate pretty much anything you come up with. And with a little more help, well, you'd be amazed with what I can do. It was an honor to finally meet you, Commander.
I don't know about y'all, but I feel like Lily Shin has that, like, tomboy cute thing going on, and I'm kind of a fan. Gotta say. Can I build any facilities? What can I build here? Okay, Guerrilla Tactics School. That is option number 1. That is what we are doing.
Guerrilla Tactics School construction initiated.
That is a very important facility to get done as soon as possible. And I can put it in that corner because there are adjacency bonuses, but there's really only one you need to worry about. And that corner does not figure in. At least in the way that I do it.
Tygan seems to have a habit of scratching that scar on the back of his head. I wonder if anyone made sure his chip was actually removed.
I don't know, Lily, but I'm sure we'll find out. Oops, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so I wanted to kind of do the first mission and then show you guys various aspects of the...
Aside from us getting this ship up and running, which was mostly Dr. Shen's work, I haven't felt particularly useful in a long time. I'm more than happy to leave the hard decisions to the commander.
Thank you, Central. How about you leave the talking to me as well? I'd appreciate it. Carrying on after that very rude interruption, I wanted to get the first mission out of the way and then kind of show you guys the basic workings of the base. Just kind of go through the various things that you do here at the start. We're going to go to the armory here and show you guys the armory. Oh, hey, I actually remember there is something that we need to do. Okay. So, Jordan Patterson, you are our sharpshooter. I wish there was a way to load people from the character pool, but I don't think there is. Hang on. Hang on a minute. Okay. We actually got a few of the people that I've already made as rookies, so that's kind of cool. Alright. So yeah, I want to go... No. I want to go to recruit. Alright. There's Sterling. Ah. Why did he go to that face? Okay. You also might notice that there are multiple occurrences of the same name. That is because I have made the characters more than once, so some of them probably look a little different because you can't load from the character pool. So they end up looking not quite the same, which is a little problematic. Okay, so I was gonna name my first sniper Sterling, because Sterling specifically wanted to be a sharpshooter. He's actually the one who got me this game, so I'm definitely making him the first sharpshooter. The only real thing that gives me pause is that we might... Okay, stop doing that. I want Sterling's face, not Andrew's. There we go. The only real thing that gives me pause on that is that new guy just got hurt for 17 days, so he's going to miss probably 2 or 3 missions. He might kind of already be behind the 8 ball, so I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, for now, I'm going to recruit Sterling. And all these other people I don't really care about, but you might recognize your face. Traver, Andrew, Katie. I made another Katie, so I don't know if that one's going to be canon Katie or not. Kelly, new to the series, your face is kind of covered up because this is the first one I made, and I didn't really have anybody using the various props, so I was like, I'm going to go nuts on the props with one of them, and it happened to be you. But, yeah, that's where I can recruit soldiers and get stuff out of my character pool. I also have a memorial where I can see my fallen soldiers. As of yet, there are none, which is wonderful. I can go to
engineering, and I'll get started, Commander.
Thank you, Lily, my dear. I will go to the engineering area. We don't have any engineers yet, and we don't really have any items we can build. Oh, we do! Well, let's build a med kit. And I guess we're done, unless we want to build a smoke grenade. But I don't really want to build a smoke grenade, because I never use smoke grenades.
Hello, Commander. Work is well underway, but it will be some time yet before my research is complete.
Yep, a whole 3 days. I'm really gonna have trouble waiting on that. Okay, so those are kind of your main areas. These are the areas, these 12 spots right here. This is where you build your various facilities, and you need to clear out various debris to get access to them. However, you need engineers to clear out debris, so I can't do any of that yet. And then over here we have the armory, which is where our soldiers are. And we have the bar, which is that's where the memorial was. And then this is engineering. This is research. This is the living quarters, which doesn't really do much other than you get to kind of see your personnel. So I can go here, look at my personnel list of soldiers, engineers, and scientists. Scientists and engineers can also be drawn from the character pool, potentially. I'm probably going to go in and fill out the character pool a little bit with some people I think it would be interesting to see show up as engineers and scientists. But I have not done that as of yet. Also, I'm pretty sure that's Lisa. So, hi Lisa. No, I wasn't just talking to Lily Shin and crushing on her. No, I totally wasn't doing that. What are you talking about? Bye. Alright, we'll go over to the commander's quarters, and this is where you can look at your objectives. You can see basic information about your... sorry. About your ship. And there's also the XCOM archives where you can read all kinds of stuff. If you guys want me to read through this for you, I can. But there's a lot of stuff here. I actually have not read it myself because it's just too much. So, if you're interested, let me know. Now there's one more area I need to show you, and this is probably going to be very familiar. This is the bridge.
Commander, good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to the bridge, the nerve center of our operation. The aliens have our entire world in their grip. Advent controls everything. Government, communications, industry, not to mention the military. And it's on us to take it all back. Resources and time are tight, Commander. It'll be up to you to decide how to best use both. The ship is yours.
Wonderful. So yeah, it just kind of takes me into the geoscape here, which I'm going to back out of because I wanted to actually show you guys that. But I believe anytime you go to the bridge, you just go straight to the geoscape. So I'll go to the bridge. Yeah, you can't really look at anything else on the bridge. So this is the geoscape. You'll notice right now we're off in the eastern United States here. Apparently we are somewhere not actually in the United States. We're in like Toronto, Montreal. I don't have a good enough knowledge of Canadian geography to really tell. All I know is we are on the Canadian side of the border right now. And then we got the rest of the world, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, and back around to North America. My personal campaign started like in the Arctic, and I actually preferred that because I really like the Asia bonus, but we're going to have to see how things develop here, because you can still get like bonuses for controlling an entire continent, but I don't know what the bonus... I can't remember what the bonus is for North America, because I never got it, because I was on the other side of the world, so this is going to be different for me, if nothing else. But that's about all we really have to cover in the first video here. I've kind of explained the basics to you guys, taking you through the first mission, and I think that's probably good for our initial introductory XCOM 2 video. Hopefully this all comes out okay, and we will be able to make this into a nice, promising series. But at any rate, that's going to be all for today. If you're new to the channel, which is entirely possible considering the popularity of this game and all of that, and you enjoyed this first playthrough, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It'll allow you to follow the subsequent videos of XCOM 2 that'll be coming along the way, and it'll also allow you to follow the other series I have going, which right now are Darkest Dungeon and Earthbound. And of course there will be more series in the future as well. I have Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes collaboration that I occasionally do, so look forward to some of that. But yeah, if you would subscribe if you are not already, then I would greatly appreciate that. If you are subscribed and you enjoyed this particular video, please go ahead and like and share the video. Doing stuff like that shows support for the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. It gives me motivation, shows me that people are still watching this stuff, and generally keeps me encouraged to keep on going. That's all for now. I will be back with another episode and mission. So until then, I hope you're all excited for this new series as I am, and I will see you guys later.